Yes! Okay, I was hoping nobody got hurt, but I've seen this thing flip like 4 times in history. You're lucky to be at a game when that happens. But I wasn't as bad as this guy.
Watch her ability to roll. When she hits the ground, nice roll. That's what they teach you in jiu-jitsu, Joe. You gotta roll. Jeez. Use your shoulders.
So have you ever taken jiu-jitsu?
That's what they teach you in jiu-jitsu, Joel. Hey, Fox Sports, we want to make sure and give you credit for your clip there. We're using your stuff. Good work, Fox Sports, making me look good. I'm the only guy at 60,000 going. Yes. Great school. Nice campus.
Beautiful.
We had a great day. The game could have been a lot closer. West Virginia was not very good this year. But we had fun. Great time. And Miss Kiki is going to video with us today. All right. Oklahoma City. We were in Yukon, just outside of Oklahoma City. The game was in Norman, so a lot of little towns spread around there.
Yep. Hey, whose hometown is Yukon, Oklahoma?
The Schooner Rolls and the Schooner Rolls. Wait, Thunder Rolls and the Garth Brooks.
Good job.
We stayed at Garth Brooks Boulevard one night, boondocking before our RV space was open. So,
yes.
Garth Brooks' hometown.
Garth Brooks.
There you go. A lot of sports. Did the football game. Went to the horse racing track, Remington Park. As far as gambling, let's get that out of the way. We hit the first race for about $100, and that covered the rest of the day. We went to their restaurant up there. Going to Thursday, they're giving stuff away. It was like $25, 2 meals, 2 drinks, 2 appetizers, dessert, and a $10 racing voucher. Nice track, beautiful track. Had a little casino
It was updated.
in it, but attached, but not attached with it, separate room type thing for legal reasons. I don't know, but we didn't really gamble there other than the horse track. We walked through the casino, checked it out. Wonderful track. If you get a chance to go to Remington, they usually race at night too, so it's kind of nice that you get to go out in the evening and not standing out in the sun all day. More sports. I'm going to talk about wrestling for a minute. Did you want to go do something?
Yeah, I'll be back.
I went to the Amateur Wrestling Hall of Fame. Woo! No, not that wrestling. This wrestling. Amateurs. Woo! Yeah, not that one. Amateur wrestling. So we're talking collegiate and Olympic level. This thing was at the campus of Oklahoma State, which is fitting. These guys have won 32 national titles at wrestling, far more than anybody else. Just amazing stuff in there. A good chunk of our presidents were actually amateur wrestlers. Got a little photo of that. Russia, amateur wrestling, you get awarded like capes and stuff. Something really different. This place had capes, trophies of all types, just all sorts of memorabilia from amateur and Olympic wrestling through the years. Forks up, my Sun Devils are in there with the national championship and got some garb in there. But it was really cool. A whole wall of all the people who have ever won gold medals for the U.S. So some names you might know: Rulon Gardner, Kurt Angle, who won his Olympic gold medal with the broken freaking neck. And then a guy that I was really interested in and kind of wanted to go there just to read a lot of his story was Danny Hodge. He wrestled at Oklahoma State, was like undefeated for 3 years, pinned 78% of his people that he wrestled. Went on to professional wrestling, won some tag team championships. After a long amateur wrestling career, the guy became a Golden Glove boxer. He just kind of did it all, set some records that nobody's even touched in Olympic wrestling since. And this guy could squish apples with his bare hands. That's right. You give this guy a bag of apples, he gives you back a jar of applesauce. It's ridiculous. Look, I could maybe squish it a little, but I'm not going to make that mess. But here you go. Give him this. Danny Hodge, take this. Thank you. Have this. You're welcome. Incredible stuff. Always incredible to find a little museum like that and find the odd pieces in it. So I had a great little day trip. Maggie stayed at home, and then she found out about my trip and went, "Wait, amateur wrestling? I thought you meant pro. I would have went to that place with you." So, her loss. We had a good time. Hey, look, Maggie's back. What'd you do?
I did some prop work.
Prop work. The sign went off that said applesauce. Applause.
Oh, yes. Ah.
All right, so that, I think, wraps up the sports section of Oklahoma.
I think so.
We went and visited Maggie's family.
Yes, my aunt lives there. My aunt, my uncle, and one of my 3 cousins lives there. So we got to go see them and visit for the day.
The dogs, and Taz sat on them.
Yes, there's a picture of my aunt with the Taz sitting on her. You can barely see her because he's so big. But they had a fenced-in yard, and so the dogs got to enjoy a day of freedom and running and roaming. And it was great to catch up and visit with them. We hadn't seen them in a while, and I saw them last year, but it's always nice to see them. So thank you, Aunt Jerry and Uncle Gary again, and Ryan and Mandy and kids. It was great to see you guys. So.
It was very fun. First time I'd met those folks, and they were nothing but hospitable and gave us a great home-cooked meal and let the dogs run around and tear up their backyard, and we all had a good time.
Yeah, hope it wasn't too bad.
El Reno, Oklahoma, home of the world's largest onion burger. Over 250 pounds of onion burger. That's what they're famous for. So we went there, and we had an onion burger.
We did. Not the 200-pound one.
On Route 66 in an old-timey diner, just like you would expect to find on Route 66. It was very good.
It was. It was really good. And onion rings.
Yes.
Yeah. They give you a little tower of onion rings.
So if you go through El Reno, get the onion burger. Just like quarter-pounder one's fine, not the 250-pound burger. Route 66, sports, family, downtown. We got downtown for a night.
Oklahoma City downtown.
Oklahoma City downtown. What was that bird? Remember the name of that? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We didn't get great pictures of it. There's like this type of bird, and they made like a thing above one of the freeway off-ramps, and it was just kind of weird, and we thought it was a dove because that was on the license plates, but then it turns out it was something else, and we'll pause and come back and yell it. All right, we're back from editing while we looked up the bird name. Scissortail. So here's kind of some vague photos. They're not real great because you're taking them on the freeway. But Scissortail, so it's kind of odd seeing that. That is the state bird of Oklahoma.
Yes.
It is not the world's largest bird by any means. So that was just an interesting little thing on the freeway.
It was very interesting.
We went downtown. They had kind of like a little river walk, not the size of San Antonio or anything, but what was it Bricktown?
Bricktown. Video going into it, you'll see. And then a lot of little restaurants and bars, but we were going for a blues club that was there. And Mojo's. Very cool place.
Yeah, not so much the blues. We went more on, it was kind of a jam night. There were several musicians just trading places on the stage and trading instruments and playing a lot of classic rock and roll and some more modern rock and roll too. We met a very interesting guy there. He's in one of the pictures of the band here. Just a real interesting story, interesting looking fella. Had a little pit bull that wasn't on a leash and just followed him everywhere he went, except for when he went on stage. Then the dog sat right by us at the bar and went to sleep under my feet. And the guy said when he does that, just make sure you don't step on him when you get up, because he might bite you if you step on him, which I'd bite you if you stepped on me too. So fair enough.
Yeah.
But
he was an interesting guy to talk to. Dreadlocks, 75 years old. Dressed kind of, at first I thought he was a homeless guy. I didn't realize he was part of the band, and that sounds bad, but it was just kind of how he was dressed.
He had the look, yeah.
He owns a ton of land and
was a dog breeder for a while and several other things.
And all sorts of,
a very interesting story. It was cool to meet a guy like that.
Yeah, but could play a good guitar, man.
Yeah.
Very good.
So very cool little downtown. I think we went kind of a weeknight, so there wasn't a whole lot of activity down there. But it was definitely fun, and we definitely found a good bar with some good music. And if you listen quietly, you can hear a cat fight in the background. It's awesome. If we move the camera, they'll stop, so no point in trying.
Stop now, you can't hear them. But anyway,
they just heard us talking about them.
Yeah, exactly.
So anything else Oklahoma-ish we need to mention?
I went to the Yukon Chisholm Trail, which is this beautiful park there in right in Yukon, Oklahoma. And it's amazing. We were there. They were decorating it for Christmas because they do a walking Christmas light tour you can do through the whole park. It's several acres. Beautiful trails through it. Gorgeous place.
Quick foodie section for Oklahoma. I had a place called Brahms. It was kind of a burger joint, but more an ice cream place. So we overindulged in ice cream because it was at the end of the parking lot of our RV park. We had to pass it like 3 times a day. And it sucked us in like
The
at
light
least
would
once a
shine
day.
down and wink
Carol
at
Ann,
you.
go to the light. Go to the ice cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. RV park, brand new. All cement, very new, but very sterile. No general store, no real activities. But really none needed. You go to the end of the street, there's a store there. The next exit had everything. So it wasn't very country. It wasn't out in the country and you weren't far from anything. So it served its purpose, and it did have 2 storm shelters that we did not need at any point.
Yay.
That's a plus. No tornadoes for us, please.
No.
So I think that's
Yeah,
about it for Oklahoma. We were there 2 weeks. We had a lot of fun.
we did. We enjoyed it. It's good catching up with family, and it was good to see that part of the country. It had been a long time since I'd been there, so... Well, I keep saying that, but I was there last summer. But anyway.
All right, so
Yeah.
we'll be traveling dirty down to Texas next, and we'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah.
Till then,
Keep traveling dirty.
see ya.